Hey everyone, welcome to back to homesteading off grid for another vlog update. Um, we're going to go down and take a look at the gardens today. We've made a couple of changes and there's been some growing going on down there. So why don't we wander out there and take a look?
Well, hello there. We're out here in what I call the main garden. We have two. This one I call the main garden, and I've got a whole variety of things growing here. This is kind of bare because this is where we just harvested our garlic, which is drying out and looking good, and I'll be getting a weight on that here pretty quick. But we've got all kinds of different things. We've got comfrey and dahlias. We've got our gladiolas that are coming up. I've got beans. I've got onions that are going to seed. This is going to be my pole beans over here. This whole bed of potatoes was all volunteers coming back from last year. I'm really not putting any water on them. I'm watering the beans and they're doing what they're doing. Got our sunflowers, more dahlias, cucumbers over here that I'm training to go up. Got some things in pots. I've got peppers, and I've actually got peppers growing. Oh, here, let me see. See, I got peppers. I got peppers growing right there. And so we've got peppers. This is our grape. We've had some grasshoppers in that have decided that they were going to munch a bit on some of our leaves, but it seems like they have stopped because they were munching the apple tree too, and everybody survived. This is a sweet potato that I've got in a pot so that I can keep it for collecting the sweet potato, the greens, because even if you didn't know, sweet potato greens are edible. You just get them when they're young like this, and they're just very yummy. More sweet potatoes over here. I've got some beets here that I've been babying along, and it's worked really well. This is sunchoke or Jerusalem artichoke, along with some zinnias down there for some more flowers.
What is this here?
Later in the season, that's potato. That's all potatoes in there.
Okay.
I've got lima beans on the back side, and another sweet potato coming up over there. These are my monster sunflowers. I've got one over there. This one's going to bloom yellow again. I've got another yellow one over there. But then come and look at this bronze one. Come and look at this color.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that beautiful? And last night, most of my other sunflowers are black oil sunflowers. Like this one and these over here. We had some bees in and they were pollinating, so I'm happy about that. And another dahlia. This one's getting ready to put on another bloom. I've already gotten like 3 light lavender blooms off of this one, so it's a happy plant right there. Over in here, I've got other things. Again, mix it all up. Learned this kind of gardening from a fellow named David the Good. If you really want to learn how to garden in poor soil and in various conditions, watch the man. He's full of wisdom. This is a tribute to him and how well things have done, because I've got the asparagus and I've got watermelon growing here. I've got more cucumbers here, lemon cucumbers. I've even got some blooms down in there also. This is another dahlia. My potted plants get water every day because look at how she's just getting a little bit weepy. She needs a little water. All right, so this is a lemon basil. My tomatoes are doing fine. My beefsteak hasn't started blooming yet. It's getting ready to. I can see it starting to set up the blossoms. But my Romas are already setting tomatoes, which is fine. And I've got beans scattered around everything. The beans are just going to basically be for chop and drop because I want to keep the nematodes that come on the bean roots in the soil to fix nitrogen. This is another mess of potatoes along with sunflowers, and I've got some other sunflowers here. These are called Lemon Queen. Don't know what they're going to look like, but they're coming along. The mint is doing well. I'm keeping it a little bit shaded here, and it likes it a lot better. But this mint is doing well. Nice spearmint. I've already harvested once off of that. We've got marigolds here. These are some of the marigolds that I got from my mother-in-law. Those were her seeds. Some of I've got one nasturtium that's doing well, and others that are not doing so well. So, got one little thing of lettuce left over here. This little lettuce is from seed that I collected from lettuces I grew last year. My pumpkins or my squashes are a little bit stressed right now because it's so hot out. You can see I've got a zucchini growing and another zucchini growing and the pumpkin over here. So when I'm done with this, I will probably get some of my containers out and hand water some of these guys because I don't really want them to go into that much of a stress. Got more potatoes over here with a couple of more sunchokes, and of course the pumpkins that are wilting because of the sun, but they just need some surface water right there on the roots. It'll go down about that far and it'll be okay. So
Okay, why don't we go down to the lower garden and take a look at that one?
Let's go look at the Luna garden.
While she's watering that, I wanted to show you in here that we've got a bunch of comfrey growing in pots. This is in the shade house here. Something keeps eating that. And then these are brassicas. We probably shouldn't have them in the ground right now, but they're not in the ground, they're in pots. But we wanted to get an early start on those so when they can go in the ground. And in here in the greenhouse, I'm not sure what she's drying there. Can you see that? That's some kind of herb. And then here's the garlic. We're curing the garlic right now. Considering that was like 3 or 4 cloves, or 3 or 4 bulbs, we did pretty good. I'm gonna try to do maybe a 100-foot row this next year. Oh, hey, I'm gonna interject here while we're doing our garden tour with Judy to let everybody know that, of course, I said the other day we reached 100 subscribers, and we've been kind of busy, so we haven't done a drawing yet. So if you like, subscribe on this video, and please leave a comment, even if it's just a dot. Leave me some kind of comment, and here in the next couple of weeks we're going to draw from the comments on this video for a winner of our small homesteading package. Thank you for your time, and now we'll return to your regularly scheduled garden tour with Judy.
All right, here we are. This is the Luna garden. We got in here today and did a few things. A couple of days ago, we planted this to carrots and beets for a fall harvest. Put those boards on there because that's a trick we learned online. We learn a lot of stuff online. It's a good place. And the small seeds will germinate better underneath here. My beets in the main garden did the same thing, and it worked really well. We've got Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes here, which are coming along just fine. Everything looks a little weepy because it's really hot today. We watered last night, but we just got the straw mulch on everything today. So tonight I will come through and I will deep soak water everything, getting not only the straw wet, but getting water way deep down so that it's down there and not just evaporating out. Because right now some things look a little weepy, like the pumpkins look a little weepy, and all of these pumpkins here and in my main garden are from a man named John Bell. Thank you so much, John, who shared some seeds with me. I gave him some of our painted mountain corn seeds, and he sent me a whole bunch of stuff, including these Lady Godiva pumpkins, and the seeds have no shells on them. Going to be very interesting.
Hey, Judy.
Yes.
Step in there and show me knee-high by July.
Oh gosh, way bigger than that. There's my knees, and it's way over them. They're waist high by July. Some of them are even better than that. But we've got the 3 sisters going here: the pumpkins, the beans, and the corn. We've got 3 varieties of corn. This is the blue and white Hopi that John sent me along with the Lady Godiva pumpkins. These are seeds from what we collected last year. These 2 are our painted mountain, which is a short season.
Hey, Judy, what's in here?
What's in there? Mike's got some radishes planted in there. Kind of experimental to see what's what. This is where we had a pile of cow poop, and we kept wetting it down to soften it up and stuff like that. Well, all those good nutrients we're hoping leach down into this sand here, and we might get a little crop out of this. We've got sunflowers over here, black oil sunflowers. The other two lunas that have the corn in them, that is what we collected from seed. Last year, their parents grew right in this spot last year, and this is from the Navajo tribe. This is Navajo mixed colors, and that's what we're hoping, that everything's gonna land race together, and we're gonna get a shorter variety of a colored dent corn that's going to like living here. That's the whole idea. We've got our Mennonite sweet sorghum over here. Some are doing really well, others are not doing so well. Since we did some improvement, they really have come along well, so we should have a nice crop of sorghum. We've got more Jerusalem artichokes over here. I think mice have been coming in on an almost daily basis and eating them up, so we've got them protected and all of that other stuff. And again, like everything else, we've got the straw out as a mulch to hold the water in, because we don't have shade cloth over here, so everything's got to put up with this brutal sun in the afternoons. And so far so good. So far so good. The plants seem to be healthy. We have very minimal amendments to this soil here, rather than the amendments that we have done to the soil that's over in the main garden. I've been working on that for 2 years now. Last year was my first year. This year I'm very pleased with the success. We fertilize with a mixture of what we call swamp water, and which is all of our garden cuttings and stuff like that, comfrey leaves, everything. We dump it into a bucket of water and let it ferment for 2 or 3 weeks, and that's what we use to fertilize.
Well, she got cut off there at the end. Another reason to do it in the morning instead of waiting until it's over 95 degrees outside. The phone/camera got overheated and just shut off. So I'll edit the best I can, and there you go. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you next week. Bye.